Good morning children. Welcome back to session 2 of the lesson Puru the Brave. So in yesterday's lesson we discussed that this lesson is in the form of drama. We have main characters Puru, who was the king of northern India, Alexander, the king of Macedonia. Apart from those two main characters, we have four generals and 6 soldiers. Okay, like the first scene, it was taken place at the river bank of Zealand. There was one camp. In that camp, Alexander was sitting on an high chair and generals were sitting on low chairs. 2 soldiers were standing at the gate. So Alexander was discussing something with his generals, army generals. So what was this discussion? We'll see in today's lesson. Okay children, open your textbook, open page number 41. So as I told you, drama also it will be in the form of conversation. Okay, so observe that children, conversation also always will be like this. Okay, so person name and dialogue. Person name and dialogue. Write neatly children, like this. Use colon and write neatly. So in 6th class you have learned that, right? How to write the conversation. Observe here also. Okay, so first dialogue said by Alexander. What he said? Alexander, the Battle of Zealand will go down in the history of our country. So what he said? The Battle of Zealand will go down in the history of our country. Go down. Go down means to be recorded. Go down means to be recorded. So the Battle of Zealand, it will be recorded. That means what? People in the coming generations also, they will discuss about this one. So that's correct or not children? So yesterday I told you that, right? It was taken place in the year 326 BC. Now we are in like 2020. Still we are talking about that. We are discussing, we are reading about that battle. So that's even at that time itself he imagined that, because really that was a great war. Battle of Zealand was really a very great war. That's why he said definitely it will be recorded in the history and people will talk about this battle. Understood children? Next, first general. What he said? It will go down in the history of India too. So what he said? Yes, it's true. It will be recorded in the history of not only in our country, even it will be recorded in the history of India. Okay, then second general. It will go down in the history of the world. Then second one, what he said? Not only in the history of India or not only in the history of Macedonia, it will be go down in the total world. That means total world will prize about this war. Okay children? The fourth one. I haven't either. Until the last moment, I couldn't believe that we would be able to defeat the army of Puru. So as I told you, there was a battle between Puru and Alexander. So what fourth general said? Really, actually I didn't believe that. And one more thing children, this battle, who won the battle? Whom do you think? So actually Alexander only won the battle. Alexander only won that battle. But here we are talking about Puru the Brave. That means there was one specialty about Puru. What is that? We'll see in the next page. Okay. So but actually Alexander only won the war. And what his fourth general was saying, he was not sure of that until the last moment. Okay, until the last moment he was not sure and he couldn't believe that they are going to defeat Indian army. They are going to defeat the army of Puru. He was not sure of that. He was not confident enough about their soldiers. He was not able to believe until the last moment. It was like suspense. That means what? Army of Puru also, they gave we can say the tough fight. Army of Puru, they gave tough fight. Even though army of Puru also was very strong, That's why it was very difficult to like assess who is going to win. Okay, it was very difficult for them to assess before itself who is going to win. Understood, children? Next, Alexander. Yes, it has been a great battle. Perhaps the greatest of my life. I must say, every Indian soldier fought like a tiger. So, Alexander means, as I told you, he already won so many kingdoms. He already fought so many wars and battles. He conquered almost all the parts of the world. But still, what he was saying, yes, this battle of Jhelum is really very great one. In fact, that means perhaps means maybe. Maybe it's the greatest of my life. The greatest. So in the last unit we discussed about degrees of comparison, right children? What are the three forms of greatest? Great, greater, greatest. Okay, always before superlative degree we have to use article the. Okay, so the greatest. Perhaps the greatest of my life. I must say, every Indian soldier fought like a tiger. So if you know about our Indians, right? We are very much strong. Okay, so he was praising our soldiers. Alexander was praising our soldiers. What he say? He said that definitely, no doubt at all, each and every soldier, he fought like a tiger. They fought like each and every soldier fought like a tiger. Fought, fight, fought. So this was in past tense, right children? That's why we have to use past tense. Observe the verbs carefully while reading itself. Then you can also will be able to use them in a proper manner. Okay. Then first general, what he said? They fought like devils, your majesty. Alexander said that each and every soldier fought like a tiger. But first general, what he was saying that they didn't fight like a tiger. They fought like devils, your majesty. Here devils means what? Not like a devil or ghost. That means what? Really each and every soldier, they were very brave, courageous, and they were ready to give their life as well. They were very anxious like that. That was his meaning. Okay. Next. Majesty means children. So it is used to address kings and emperors. Turn the page. 43. There is meaning. Look at that. So your majesty means the way of addressing royal people. Royal people means great people. So it's a way of addressing. Okay, your majesty. Then Alexander. Then second general. What he said? The Indians are good soldiers. They know how to fight. They fight better than our men. Then Alexander said, yes, definitely. Indian soldiers are very brave and good. They know how to fight. They know the techniques of fighting. They know that even they fight better than our men. So he was accepting. That's the greatness of Alexander again. So he was praising the soldiers of enemies, opposite king. Okay. So he was saying that really all the Indian soldiers were very good. They know how to fight, and of course they are better than even our soldiers. Okay, better than. It is used in comparative degree, children. Better than. Remember, always in comparative degree we write than. THAN. Okay, good, better, best. Good, better, best. Better than. Okay. Next, second general. But their generals aren't so good as ours. But their generals aren't so good as ours. When Alexander said they are better than our soldiers, second general said, no, I don't agree with you, my majesty. Our soldiers are better than them. They are not as good as our soldiers. Okay, see here, so good as, that means it is in positive degree, children. So good as means it is in positive degree. So here we have seen almost 3 degrees. So good as comes under positive degree, like better than comes under comparative degree, the greatest comes under superlative degree. Okay, children. Next, Alexander. If you mean they aren't brave as the Greek generals, I don't agree with you. So Alexander, he was very frank. He was very honest. So he didn't accept whatever said by his general. No, it's not at all true. Definitely, Indian soldiers are better than our soldiers. But if you say no, I don't accept it. I don't agree with you. Like that, Alexander said. Then second general. But they aren't very skillful, Your Highness. So, in my point of view, according to me, I think they are not very skillful. Skillful means talented, who are experts. Okay, you are saying they are good, Majesty, my Highness, but I don't think they are not that much skillful. That was said by whom? That was said by second general. They aren't very skillful, Your Highness. This one also, children, Your Highness means, turn the page, there is meaning and a glossary. Your Highness means a title of respect used when talking to or about a member of the royal family. So it is also used in a way to speak in respected manner. Okay. Next, Alexander. I see what you mean, and here I agree with you. The Indian generals are still following the old methods of warfare. Their battle plans are faulty and they depend too much upon their elephants. But as fighters, they are wonderful. I have the highest respect for them. Okay, then Alexander came to know the exact meaning of the second general. Okay, so yes, then I agree with you. The Indian generals are still following the old methods of warfare. Warfare means what? Warfare means the act of fighting war. See, for any war or battle, there must be planning. So again, if you take our Bahubali movie, in that also you might have seen the strategy, the plans. Okay, so with small soldiers and all toys will be there, right? Toys of soldiers, they will have a plan. They will plan, some members will be there, okay, in front of the gate or back side, in north direction, south direction, like that. So there must be plan. Okay, so what he was saying, Alexander, yes, Indian soldiers are still using the old techniques, old methods of warfare, and their battle plans are faulty. Their planning was having some faults. It was not perfect. And one more thing is, they were depending too much on upon their elephants. Okay, but so those are their mistakes. Their plan was not perfect. They were using old methods for fighting, too much depending upon elephants. Those were their mistakes. That's it. But as fighters, they are wonderful. As fighters, really they are wonderful. I have the highest respect for them. That was said by Alexander. Then third general, what he said, I was amazed to see how Puru fought in the battle of Zealand. So now they started discussing about our king Puru. So what he said, really, I was amazed to see him. Amazed means surprised. I was shocked to see him. The way how he was fighting in the battlefield, really, it was amazing. Okay, that was said by third general. Next, fourth general. He continued to fight even others had left the field. I think he killed at least 100 of our men with his sword. Okay, so Puru was the king. He was fighting in the battlefield till his last moment. Even though his men left the battlefield also, he was fighting alone. I think he killed at least 100 of our men with his sword. So he was alone fighting. He killed at least 100 of their soldiers with his sword. That much great he was. Understood, children? Why Puru was great? So Puru was very brave, courageous, and he used to fight alone also. Even though his soldiers left the battlefield, he remained in the battlefield itself. He fought with the opposite soldiers. he killed nearly or more than 100 members with his sword alone. Understood, children? Next, second general and injured many more. Yes, more than 100 persons were died. Of course, he injured many more. Many more means there is no number at all, countless. First general, he was badly injured himself. Obviously, he was also injured. Even though he was injured, his man left the battlefield. Still, he fought with the opposite soldiers. That's what his greatness. Second general, that's why we were able to capture him. So capture means taking into custody. Capture means taking into custody. So here the soldiers of Alexander, they took him into their custody. They have taken Puru into their custody. They captured him. As Puru was badly injured, that's why it was possible for them to capture him. Understood, children? As Puru was badly injured and as there were no soldiers of his kingdom, it was possible for the soldiers of Alexander to capture him. Understood? Next, Alexander. Oh, he is a brave man and a great soldier. I wish he were one of my generals. So Alexander, what he said? Oh, observe exclamatory mark after that. Oh, he is a brave man. Really, he is a brave man and great soldier. I wish he were one of my generals. Observe this sentence, children. I wish he were. So in the last unit we have done this one. Wish. Wish plus subject plus past tense. Wish plus subject is what? He. And past tense were. I wish he were one of my generals. So he was thinking. So Puru really very good, very great soldier. So I hope he will also be in my generals. Okay. Next, second general. He is a proud man, your majesty. Yes, yes, my highness, you are correct. He is very brave and great soldier, but he is very proud. Proud means what, children? See here, proud can be taken in two ways. For example, if I say I am proud to be an Indian. Yes, definitely, I am proud to be an Indian. That is good. We must be proud of that. For example, if children achieves any good things, if they have if they are going to reach their goals, definitely parents will be proud of them, right? That is good. And the thing is proud, and the proud is what? Arrogance, having, that means not caring others, showing that pride is not good. So here the proudness of Puru, definitely it was the good thing. So Puru was brave about himself because he was a very great king. He fought very bravely. That's why he was proud. Okay. Then Alexander, what he said? A soldier is not a soldier if he is not proud. I am not angry with him at all. He was not frightened by the news of my victories and refused to bow before me. Then Alexander, what he said? Yes, proudness is good. A soldier is not a soldier if he is not proud. If he is not proud, then definitely he cannot be called as a soldier. And I am not angry with him at all. So I am not angry on him on the point which is based on that he is proud. I respect him. Why? Because he was not frightened by the news of my victories and refused to bow before me. So as I told you, Alexander was an emperor. He already conquered the world. He had taken so many kingdoms under his control. He was having a large number of soldiers, army, weapons and everything. By knowing that also, Puru, he refused to bow before him. He don't want to surrender. By listening the victories as well, he refused to do that. That's why I liked him very much. So I'm not at all angry with him. Then first general, what he said? He will be brought to your majesty soon. Let us see how he behaves. Okay, that's fine. We'll do one thing. He will be brought into the court very soon. Our soldiers already captured him. So he will be brought into our court. Let's see how he behaves. So let's talk with him. We'll see, we'll observe his behavior. That was said by first general. Then Alexander, what he said? I'm sure he will not behave like a coward. So coward means very timid. That means brave opposite is coward. Okay, who like affrights for each and everything, who frightens for each and everything, those persons are called as, who are not courageous, those are called as coward. So Alexander said, I'm sure he will not behave like a coward. Then a soldier enters and bows to Alexander. Okay children, so I'm going to end today's session. We'll continue in the next session. So I hope you have completed your project work, finish your class work and prepare for elocution as well. Now take homework from your workbook. Page number 110, open your workbooks and open page number 110 children. So there is vocabulary part, one paragraph given and questions are there. Okay, read that paragraph and answer the questions. Next page, grammar, fill in the blanks, do that one also. Third one, conventions of writing. Okay, that means punctuation marks. Okay, so page number 110, vocabulary, 111, grammar and conventions of writing. Okay, write all those in your workbook itself. Okay, thank you.